Yo, so we're back again with the top loadouts you should be using in Warzone right now. If you guys are new around here, please do be sure to subscribe for more content like this every single day. We're getting really close to 100k or 80k, and whenever we do hit 80k, we're doing a 5,000 core point giveaway. To enter, just subscribe, notifications on, and comment below saying you want to enter. I'm going to be going through a bunch of different classes that I've been using, and you can mix and match all of these together to make your own loadouts. It's up to you. So without further ado, let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy. So the first weapon on this video is going to be the PP19 Bison. This actually got a buff in one of the most recent updates, and it's actually a really good and underrated SMG at the moment. So basically, the buff they did was they increased the limb damage, so the damage you do to the arms and legs, and they basically made the damage to their limbs the same as their body. So, you know, it's definitely a very good SMG right now. Let's get into the attachments. The first one is going to be the monolithic suppressor. The second one is going to be the steel barrel. Both of these are just going to increase the range and also, you know, suppress the weapon, whatever. Then we're going to be going for the tac laser, which is going to just give you more mobility, ADS speed. Then we're going to be going for the no stock attachment, which is just going to increase the movement speed and the ADS speed. And then for the rear grip, we're going to be going for the stippled grip tape, which increases the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed, making this weapon a little bit quicker. This is the full loadout. Let's get straight into the next one. Okay, so next in the video we have the Vargo 52, which I believe is really underrated. Not many people have this unlocked either, because you do have to do a challenge to unlock this. But to be fair, the challenge is pretty easy. I do have a video on my channel if you guys are interested in unlocking it. Attachments you want to use on this are going to be the Grau suppressor for the increased vertical recoil control and the range, and it also suppresses the weapon, just going to make the weapon more accurate and more of an assault rifle. And the same with the barrel as well. This is going to increase the recoil control and also the range, making it more of an assault rifle. For the optic, you want to use the Axle 3 times because this is the cleanest optic to use on the Cold War assault rifles for long range. You could use the SUSAT multi-zoom as well if you wanted to. I do see a lot of people using that sometimes. For the barrel, you want to use the Spetness grip for the increased recoil control, and then for the magazine, you want to use the 45 round magazine. That's the full class. Let's get straight into the next one. The next weapon on this video is going to be the Grau 556. I believe this is such a good assault rifle, and it's kind of slept on. I know it was very popular like a while ago in Warzone, and it still is pretty popular, but I feel like more people still need to know about this and try it out at least once. So you want the monolithic suppressor, which is going to increase the damage range and suppress the weapon. For the barrel, you want the Archangel barrel. This is going to increase the accuracy, give you really nice iron sights, and increase the range as well. Tac laser for the mobility whilst aiming down sight, you know, stuff like that. And also aiming stability, making it just simply have better accuracy. And then the Commando foregrip for the recoil control, and then the 60 round magazine. If you want to make it a little bit more accurate, you can take the tac laser off and put on the VLK 3x optic instead. A lot of people do this, but honestly I don't really see any point in it, but if you really want to, you could try it out. But personally, my favorite loadout is the tac laser one. This is the full class. Let's get into the next one. Next up is going to be the MP40. This is obviously a top SMG right now, one of the fastest time to kill SMGs in the game. Everyone is using it and it's just very popular. Let's get into the class. So first of all, you want the recoil booster for the increased fire rate and also the short barrel. The short barrel is like the secret attachment to making this weapon a really good weapon. This increases the damage range and the limb damage. And then for the optic, you want to use whatever optic you want. I personally like to use the last optic, which is it basically just changes the iron sights to make it a little bit more clean. And then for the stock, I like to use the folding stock, which is going to increase the mobility, sprint to fire time, all of that stuff. And then we're going to be using the skeletal underbarrel, which is going to increase the ADS time so you can ready up that weapon nice and quickly whenever you are in a gunfight, and it's going to help you win more gunfights. Magazine is 45 round magazine. Once again, it's going to increase that ADS time, which is really important, especially on Rebirth Island. Recoil control, movement speed, and fire rate, which is also great. And then hollow point, or you can use lengthened. Both of them pretty much do the same thing, I'm not going to lie. Like, there's not really any difference between them. A lot of people use hollow point because it increases the limb damage, but a lot of people use lengthened because it increases the range and the bullet velocity by a tiny bit. But honestly, it's not really noticeable difference. Like, I've tried them both out and they both feel exactly the same. So you can use either or. It doesn't really matter. So for the rear grip, you want to use the stippled grip tape, increasing the recoil control. And then for the perk, you want to use Perfectionist, which is also going to increase the recoil control. And then for perk 2, you want to use Quick. So this weapon, incredible mobility, incredible fire rate, really good time to kill, really nice accuracy. There's nothing I can say that is bad about this SMG. Next up, we have the XM4, which is an incredible assault rifle, great at all ranges. It's even really good at close range as well if you need to use it at close range. Great time to kill, great accuracy. Let's get into the class. So the first attachment is the Agency Suppressor, increasing the accuracy and the range. Then the Task Force Barrel, which pretty much does the exact same thing, increasing the accuracy and range. And then the Underbarrel, increasing the field agent grip. No, the Underbarrel, increasing the recoil control. So you want to use the field agent grip on this one, and the 60 round magazine on this, and then the axle 3 times. So that's the loadout. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so next up we have the Owen gun, which is one of my favorite SMGs in the game. This thing has a ridiculous time to kill. It literally just melts people as soon as you start shooting. This thing drops the enemy really quickly. So the first attachment is going to be the recoil booster, increasing the fire rate, and then the rapid barrel, which also increases the fire rate. You want to use the Model 47 optic, which is the first one. This is the most cleanest optic for this weapon, I believe. And then you want to use the remove stock for the mobility, ADS time, walk-in, movement speed, all of that good stuff. Underbarrel is the hand stop, and then for the rear grip you also want to use the stippled grip tape. For the perk 1 you want to use brace, and then for the magazine you want to use the Gorenko 72 drum. Now the reason I mentioned all of these 4 at the same time is because these 4 are going to drastically increase the accuracy. So yeah, you need to have a lot of recoil control with this weapon because it does have a lot of kick to it. So these 4 attachments are going to really help increase the accuracy. Hollow point, and then quick for the final 2 attachments, and that is the full loadout. Let's get straight into the next class. Alright, so for the next class we have the OTS, which is an incredible SMG. I really like this SMG. It's been really good for a long time. The mobility is really good, the time to kill is really good, and it's got nice accuracy too. Is the Grau suppressor, which is going to increase the recoil control and the range. The barrel task force, which is going to increase the range, and also the strafe speed. Strafe speed is really helpful, especially on this weapon, because basically, if you don't know what strafe speed is, basically whenever you ADS, whenever you're in a gunfight and you're aiming down the sight, you're going to be able to move left and right a little bit quicker. And it's going to throw your enemy off guard a little bit because you're going to be moving pretty quickly whilst aiming down sight at the same time. So you're going to be able to move around, and it's going to make your enemies not hit their shots as much. Magazine is the fast mag, stock is the skeletal stock, and then the serpent wrap as well. These 2 just increase the mobility, the stock and the rear grip increase the mobility, and then the 40 fast mag just increases the ammo. Let's get into the next class. Alright, so for the final weapon in this video, it's going to be the Kar98K. This is my favorite sniper in the game. You guys already probably know the loadout, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but let's get into it. We have the monolithic suppressor, the 27-inch barrel, tac laser, and then the sniper scope, wherever it is, there it is, and then the sport comb stock. Now you can either have the sport comb stock for increased ADS speed, if you want to have fast ADS and be able to hit your shots a little bit quicker, or if you want better accuracy, you can use the precision comb, which is going to make you be able to hit your shots a little bit easier. But if you already have good accuracy with snipers, just use the sport comb. If your accuracy is not the best with snipers, use the precision comb. That is the full loadout, and that is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.